Hey, what's going on, guys? I just got done submitting my submission down to Sarasota, just shipped it out. Should be back in no time. Oh, man. Why is this taking so long? Look, I know about the dangers of messing with the time stream, but desperate times call for desperate measures. It's time to speed things up, baby. Got it. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy Stavel, and what I have for you today is a Silverage Cgc unboxing. Now, these books here, I haven't seen in over a year. I sent them out to CGC July of 2021, and right now it's July of 2022. So I haven't seen these books in over a year. Now, we're going to go ahead and get into this box and see what books we got back. I don't know what was going on at CGC, but I'm just glad to have the books back in my possession. But without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so the first book we have here is Avengers Number 85. Now, this is the first appearance of the Squadron Supreme. Hyperion, Speed Demon, all those guys. This is one of those books that, at the time everybody thought they were going to be in the Loki show. I actually own like 3 copies of this, so I sent one in. This one came back a 4.5. Checking my notes here, I actually thought it would be basically like a 5.5, but I was a little off, but no worries there. See what we got next up here. Another Avengers book. This one is Avengers Number 62. It is the first appearance of M'Baku, the Man-Ape. Now, this one presents like really well. I thought this one was going to be a 4.0 to a 4.5, so I got the 4.0. No issues there. With Black Panther 2 coming out, this book will probably heat up really quick here, or heat back up. But, that's one of those books that I'm going to be keeping in the collection, so, no issues there. And the next book we have here is a Fantastic Four, number 33. Now, this book is the first appearance of Atuma. And for those of you guys who ain't really Submariner fans, like everyone out there, aside from myself, Atuma is one of Submariner's, number 1 villains, along with like Tiger Shark, and then there's like Stingray and a few other guys. But, this book with Atuma rumored to be appearing in Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, this book should heat up any day now, but it's not for sale. It's my personal copy. But, there's another great Fantastic Four book that I was, wanted to get encapsulated. My goal is to get number like 1 through 100 all graded CGC. Got a long way to go. I probably got like 20 of them right now, 20 graded CGC Fantastic Four books. But here's another one. This one is Fantastic Four, and it's number 45, the first appearance of the Inhumans. Now, this one, whoever owned this book before, they drew some glasses on Reed there, Mr. Fantastic. But this book presents really well for a 3.0. I actually thought this one was going to be a 4.0, but, sometimes you get the high end, sometimes you get the low end. But not mad about the grade. I'm just glad to have it back. You know, sometimes when you're submitting books, you know, it takes a long time to get back. Who knows what's going on? You call them, they got a million excuses. But it happens like that sometimes. So the next book I have here is X-Men Number 49, which is the first appearance of Polaris, who is Magneto's daughter. This cover I don't care for as much. Love the book for it being the first appearance, but the cover could have been better. I mean, I prefer X-Men number 50, you know, the green Steranko cover. That one's really awesome. But, you know, being her first appearance, I ain't mad at that. And I actually paid 10 cents for this book. I found this book at an estate sale, and it was ungraded. And, yeah, I got it for 10 cents. Along with, like, a whole other X-Men lot. Maybe I'll do a video on that sometimes. I got a bunch of X-Men books in, like a whole run. And, you know, I paid like 10 cents a book for them all, and got some modern ones that all came back like 9.8s, like 8 or 9 9.8s in that lot. Maybe I'll do a video on that. But that was before I had the channel, so they're already unboxed. Next up, we have a Submariner number 1. You know, this is his second series from 1968. This is the origin of Submariner. Basically, I just love this cover. I love Submariner as a character, being like one of Marvel's first 3 characters, along with like Human Torch, you know, the Angel, stuff like that back in the day. But this cover is awesome. This book presents beautifully, and you know, aside from like the drawing on the cover, it probably could have got a higher grade, but I'm not mad at this 3.0. So there's that. Next up, I have Iron Man and Submariner number 1. This is just a cool one-shot. You know, it predates Iron Man number 1 and Submariner number 1. But I actually love this cover. Just a great book. Has a little tape pull here, and that's the reason it probably got the 3.5. Could have probably got a little bit better. I didn't have this one pressed, so there's a few spine ticks here. But it's just staying in the collection anyway, so I just wanted to preserve it. But there's that. And last but not least, we have X-Men number 12, which is the first appearance of the Juggernaut. Now, this book was heating up a while there, and this is it's a low-grade copy, and there's some, like, eraser marks here on the cover, which is why it got the 1.8. I thought it would get, like, a 2.0 to a 2.5, but, you know, they do grade a little harsher nowadays, I've noticed. And one thing I didn't mention about this submission came back after, you know, the CGC change where they're not putting the notes on the cover. Now, all of these are complete books, no missing coupons or stamps or anything like that. But, you know, sometimes they'll put, like, things on the label there, but, you know, no more of that. But they do got the barcodes on the back now, so there's that. But, yeah, so that's my submission for today. I'm just, like I said, ecstatic to have these books back. After a whole year of not seeing them, not knowing what's going on, I actually called CGC multiple times, like, hey, you guys said 200 days. Then it was like, oh, it's 250 days. Then I had called them like in April of this year, and they was like, hey, we're going to have your books back next week. And none of that ever happened. And then one day, I just, you know, I stopped worrying about it. Was just busy with other things. And then they just showed up like a couple days ago. So, thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe on your way out. And peace.